mom and a dad decides to leave their son at home. When it turns nighttime, the son wakes up from his alarm clock and then he gets a message from his mom. The message goes like, "Dad and I may be back by Sunday evening. Why are you being so paranoid? Mom, I'm 14. All they said they was just gonna be back by Sunday evening. Did you want them to just leave without saying anything? Think I'm gonna take a little nap. Probably gonna order some pizza, yes."
Life doesn't always go as planned, which is why Domino's is giving you an emergency pizza.
Oh, and by the way, even though you're 14, you know how moms is. They're gonna look at you like you're still a little baby. I don't know why I said it like that. They're gonna look at you like you're a baby. So after he says, probably gonna order some pizza, yes, she says, no need to order anything. I already made you lasagna this morning. Check the fridge. Then he gets a message from one of his friends named Mason. Remember Mason? Remember his mom? These two text messages from different people will be important later on in the story. So Mason texts him and says, "How's Kim?" "Yeah, crap. I totally forgot. Probably gonna do tonight. I'm thinking they talking about chemistry." LOL, same. "My parents are out for the night. Wanna come over? We can play Mario Kart too. I'll let you know." "Okay, call Josh." "I can't promise, dude. May have plans with Nat." After texting his mom about food and that they were gonna be gone for the night, after texting his friends, don't know if they're gonna come over tonight, he decides to check the parents' room just cause. Cause you know, when you're young and you have that feeling you home alone, for some people it's almost like, yes, freedom, home alone. So he opened the parents' door, the blinds was open, he goes to close the blinds and he sees this man walking. He's walking on the sidewalk where he's supposed to be walking at. Nothing is out of the ordinary at first. Close the blinds, then shuts the bedroom door to his parents' room. Now he felt like he was the man of the house, but deep down he was scared to be home alone. He would turn on every light that's inside of the house. And I bet, as old as some of you are, you do the same thing. You probably scared to walk in the dark in your house, all alone. But he goes to the kitchen because remember his mom made lasagna. So he preheat the oven to warm the lasagna up so it could be fresh as brand new. And then he just chilled back, relaxed, watched TV, and ate his lasagna. Everything went perfectly fine. For now. Until it turned into a hellhole.
It really shows a man peeping into the window before taking off several times. They find 29-year-old Steve Johnson.
Snacks. Now y'all truly do love these horror stories. And for the ones who's gonna be home alone a lot, you might can relate to what's gonna happen to this, except I know nothing this crazy have happened to you. I'm not gonna give any spoilers, you would see. I just wanted to give y'all, my supporters, a shout out for having these snacks. And I also wanted to say shout out to Correct's Kitchen. You uploaded today.
Can I just bust it in his face real quick?
But thank you for having your snacks. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. GGYS, go get your snacks. Cause this is gonna be a weird one.
I just started off in your world.
Now, as he's eating his lasagna, he's watching TV, he sees a shadow goes through the window. At first, he thinking his mind playing tricks on him because, you know, when you're scared that you're home alone, sometimes it happens. So that's what he's thinking. You know what? Relax. I'm home alone. I don't have to deal with my parents. I should be happy that I'm home alone right now. Free them. He sits back, he relaxes, he eats his lasagna, he watches TV. But mind you, this is a 2-storage house. What you also need to understand, he's downstairs in the living room. He's not watching TV in his bedroom. The living room is right close to the kitchen, of course, obviously. And across from the living room and the kitchen, as he's watching TV, behind the TV and the wall is the steps. So he can see the steps as he's watching TV as well, but it's dark, he have the lights off. So as he's watching TV, he thinks he's seen the shadow figure in the steps. Like it just zooms past him. He immediately gets up and then he turns on the light. At this point, he thinking, okay, I seen a shadow through the window and then someone in my house, possibly? It's no way. So what he decided to do is check all of the doors. There is a problem. The front door was locked. The back door was locked. He also had a side door in his home. It was unlocked. Now, it could have all just been a coincidence. So he had that moment when the side door was unlocked, he just stopped and paused and froze just to see if he could listen to anything. I know we all had this moment before if you've been home alone a lot enough and you felt like you heard something but you don't know. So maybe you watching YouTube and you pause your video and you stop to listen just to see if you hear what you thought you was hearing.
What the fuck was that? Anybody here?
I just heard human noises coming from inside of my household.
For him, he want to see if he hears footsteps. He want to see if he hears another human inside of his house, but he hears nothing. The house is complete silent. It's lit up in some spots. It's dark in other spots, like the stairs and upstairs. It's completely dark. At this moment, he's terrified as to go upstairs, so he sits back down in the living room. He sits, watch TV. He lost his appetite. He don't even want to eat no more. A couple minutes go by. His friend Mason texts him and says, "We're gonna have to call it off, man. Something just came up."
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
It would have been so much of a blessing if his friend was able to come over during this exact moment, because it's getting strange. But no, we're gonna have to call it off, man. Something just came up. But you gotta come to Jessica's tomorrow. I'm sorry, Miles. Gotta see you tomorrow. Don't forget Kim, though. He's not worrying about chemistry right now. Trust me. Chill out, dude. All good. I'll probably just go back to bed after Kim. Now he know he's not gonna have no company after just witnessing, at least if his mind is not playing tricks on him, after just witnessing something creepy, he's gonna be at home alone this whole entire night. So he decided to put on his big boy boots and go upstairs. He turns on the light first to the upstairs and he walk upstairs. He checks every single bedroom in the home and the bathroom that's upstairs. And he gets a text from his mom saying, "Don't stay up too late, you kids. I shouldn't get to hear from Mrs. Paula this time." Now this part kind of confused me because I didn't know why she's saying kids, because Miles did not text his mother that anyone was coming over, like Mason. She have no clue. So I didn't get why the mom is saying kids. It's like maybe the mom knows her son really well and she assumed that, yeah, I know my son is going to bring his friends over. I'm not stupid. So he goes to bed and he wakes up around 1 a.m. to get some water. Since he forgot to bring his water upstairs next to him, he gets up, go downstairs, and he gets his water from in the fridge. He drinks it, get a text from his mom. Miles didn't answer because Miles was asleep at the time. Gets another text. "Who's that at the door?" And she sends a picture of the house, but it's a screenshot of this man, of this figure. Then the mom said, "You there?" Like he needs to wake up. He finally woke up and he saw all of this because he didn't pay attention to it when he first woke up. He just wanted his water. Stay hydrated. Okay, now if you don't know what's wrong with this picture is that it's sent from across the street in another home. And in this another home, the person who took the picture can see a man standing in front of Miles' home. So it's completely strange because it's like, why is my mom sending me a photo from across the street? It threw him off a little bit. The mom says, Paula is the neighbor. She's the one that lives across the street. And this neighbor sent this to the mom.
What?
This neighbor sent this to the mother, and the mother sent this to her son. Paula sent me. Said he's been creeping through the window. We're calling the cops. You kids, lock every door and hide in your room. Why does she keep saying kids? So he decides to go to the front door, but he doesn't open the door, of course. Now he has these windows that's next to the front door, and he can peek through the blinds to see if he sees this man. He does see this man standing in front of the door. He's stalking. He's not even knocking on the door, ringing the doorbell. He's literally just stalking. I don't know if he's thinking about ringing the doorbell or knocking on the door, because it's like, why is he standing in front of the front door? Maybe he's coming up with a plan to make it sound convincing that he can enter the home.
I don't know if y'all can see that. See that person? What are you doing back there? Why are you behind my house? They are not moving. I am not going over there. I know exactly what happens in scary movies.
But what's actually going on, he was not just standing in front of the door. It looked like he was actually listening, putting his head on the door so he can listen. And then he goes to each window around the house, put his head to listen. And he wanted to see if he can hear anyone. And then he would peek through the blinds to see if he can look inside of the house as well. So he wanted to see if he can hear anyone. He also wanted to see if he can see anyone. This is what Miles and that neighbor across the street started to notice once they started to just watch him. Let's be real. At this exact moment, I feel like he's doing a whole bunch of things wrong. First of all, I would get the knife. First of all, I would ask my father, where is the gun? Okay. I get it. But he shouldn't be handling that. This is a life or death situation. We don't know what might come out of this situation. I'm gonna be honest. Would you tell your son where is it at? Or would you wait for the cops to come if you had one in your house? The truth is, Miles is very innocent and he's very scared. The first thing that he does, once he stalked this guy, just going window to window trying to listen and see inside of the home, he don't even get a weapon. He goes upstairs in his room and he locks the door and he stays up there. He wanna wait until the police come. As he's in the room, the mom says, don't answer the door, no matter what he does. Who is he? Then time will go by. At this exact moment, he could have sworn he heard a window open. Now look, you thought it was in your head at first when you thought you seen the shadow and the stairs. You thought it was in your head when you seen the shadow outside of the window. It's not in your head no more. He's in the house. The mom texts, do you hear her? It's Paula at the door. Mom, so sorry, honey. Everything's gonna be alright. When the mom texts that it's Paula at the door, then finally the doorbell starts to ring, then the knock starts to happen, so it had to be Paula. So he had a decision to make. He can either wait for the police to come, stay in the room, stay in place, because he believed he did hear a window slide open. So maybe this creep is in the house waiting. Or he can go downstairs and meet Paula, ringing the doorbell, knocking on the door. Would you go with option 1, stay and wait for the cops in your room, or would you go with option 2, risk it? Well, I'm gonna tell you he risked it. And as he opened his room door real silent, because he does believe that this person is inside of the home, he walks past his parents' bedroom, because his room is on this side, his parents' room is on the other side. It's closer to the steps, and he can see a shadow of a figure with his parents' door open inside of the parents' room. Once he gets to the steps, he don't even be quiet. He books it to the door, runs into the arms of Paula with her husband, and they drag him. Not literally drag, but they drag him to the house across the street, and the police come, and those people that was in the house is gone. Now, I understand being home alone could be very, very, very crazy. I actually did a video years back, about how when I was home alone, what happened to me. It was the most craziest, creepiest thing ever. I basically recreated everything that happened to me when I was home alone. But with that being said, I hope that y'all enjoyed this. This story came from Fears of Fathom. Y'all love the other one a lot, so I had to give y'all this one. This one was kind of short, but if y'all want more Fear of Fathom stories, IRL version, I'm gonna keep pushing them out. With that being said, thank y'all for having y'all snack. I love you, stay safe, and maybe don't be home alone all the time. Bye.
If you really wanna fuck with me, bro, maybe you should come try and see.